let me get to something that I think has become kind of a talking point, and I think some people need to understand this when it comes to Tyreek Hill. And I've got nothing but immense respect for Teron Armstead, the player, the person, the human being, the professional, 100%. Okay. Now, I will admittingly say I have not heard a ton of his podcast. But I mean, if you're going to delve into our business, you need to be objective about things. Okay. And so he's got this whole thing that's kind of gone a little viral in the Dolphin community that, oh, the relationship with Tua and Tyreek, that they're in a good place right now and all that. That's all a load of shit. And again, I have immense respect for Teron Armstead, but he's just being a fanboy. Let's just call it like we see it, because that's what I do on this show. Okay. I'm not sure. I haven't listened to his show, but does he tell you about all the things that are not good? Or does he just try to dance around everything and talk about only what he thinks is good or what he wants to spin as good? Because that's kind of what all the clips I've heard, that's all they sound like. Let's give you reality right now. No one in the building trusts Tyreek Hill. No one in the fan base should trust Tyreek Hill. No one in the media should trust Tyreek Hill. No one in his family should trust Tyreek Hill. No one that is ever married to him or be his girlfriend or whatever should ever trust him, because he has like 8,000 kids. This is the most unreliable person. And if anybody thinks, including Teron Armstead, that their relationship is repaired because of a couple of weeks here in the off season, that's a load of shit. That's a huge, humongous load of shit. Let's just get that shit straight. No one, okay? Tyreek is on double secret probation. He's the guy that quit. He's the guy that badmouthed the team, his quarterback, everything. Tua does not trust him whatsoever. He may give him the olive branch, and he may be treating him like a professional and being decent about it, but deep down inside, nobody trusts Tyreek. And why should you? Why should you? Why should I? Why should Tyreek? Why should Mike McDaniel? Why should Chris Greer? Why should the owner? Why should anybody trust Tyreek? So you can't have a great relationship with anyone if there isn't trust. Not sure if you Dolphins out there, or Teron Armstead, or anybody else out there, okay? If there isn't trust, there isn't a relationship. All right. I don't play the fluff game here. We call shit how it is. If something's good, we call it. If it's not, we'll say it. And nobody has a good relationship with Tyreek. Not Tua, no one. So not Teron or anybody else. Oh, I'm there and I watch it. That's a load of shit. Let's get that straight. Okay? No one has a good relationship with Tyreek, because you need to see him for a couple of seasons, which he won't be here for that. He'll only be here for this season. But you need to see him for the next couple of seasons where he overcomes adversity several times. And let's see what happens this year when the Dolphins hit a bunch of adversity. Does Tyreek quit? Does he stay in the game? Is he a leader? Is he like Teron Armstead and Tua Tagovailoa? Pros. See, as much as Teron Armstead wants to be the nice guy and try to profess professionalism throughout everyone, they don't possess it. Jalen Phillips has it. Chubb has it. Chop already shows it. There are a bunch of guys that you see and you go, Elijah Campbell, who sadly got injured today, super professional. Tyreek doesn't have an ounce of professionalism in him. And None of that. And he can never be trusted until he proves it. And that goes over time, not a couple of bullshit months with a slip and slide. Sell that bullshit somewhere else. I'm not buying it here. Okay. So Tyreek needs to earn respect and trust. Right now, no one. No. And if any of you out there as fans trust Tyreek, you are as gullible and as dumb as maybe he is. Okay? Because no one should trust that guy until he proves it over a long period of time for a couple of years. Not this crap where over a couple of months in the offseason and we're going to forget everything you did. No, dude, get out of here. Get out of here with that crap. So enough already with that, the relationship's in a good place. Bullshit. Tua's got Tyreek on double secret probation. Everybody has Tyreek there. Why? Because everybody in the back of their heads is wondering, is this guy going to flip? Because he flips on everyone. His family, his team, his quarterback, his fan base, all of that. So let's wait. We'll see over a couple years. This year with the Dolphins and next year wherever he's at. Does he play like a professional? Does he deal with adversity like a professional? Like Zach Sealer. Zach Sealer had a contract situation, and the Dolphins were shitting bricks that Tyreek would lose his mind and be immature. So they panicked and they had to pay. With Sealer, he was in practice. He was a professional. He handled it. The media is the one that tried to stir the shit up with Sealer. You notice that? It was the media trying to stir shit up. At no point did Zach ever come out and say anything about his contract and I demand money and this and that. Meanwhile, with Tyreek, you were completely different. Why? Because Sealer and Armstead and Tua and Chubb and Chop and these kind of people, they carry themselves to the T, dude. I mean, perfect. And I guess Tehran may want to profess that for everybody else. But I'm sorry, dude. Don't sell me that bullshit that the relationship with Tua and Tyreek is just fine right now. Get the hell out of here with that. Okay. So I spoke my piece, and I live in reality, ladies and gentlemen. I don't live in this bullshit fantasy. Everything is rainbows and unicorns. I don't do that. There's lots of places like that. And, lots of places that you could go that they're afraid to actually talk about the issues. You know what I'm saying? That's good. But if you're not objective, you lose credibility in my eyes. Can't call it like it really is. Whatever, bro. You're another fan doing a show. That's that there's no skill to that, actually. That's just a fan doing a show. Got to be objective doing this shit, man.